Shit, I forgot one. White balance. Welcome to the Metalbot Reviews channel. I'm your host, Tom McKay, and today we are back once again with the 10-second purge. The last one was actually filmed in the old apartment, and a lot has happened actually since then. For one thing, I, for some reason, stopped making YouTube videos. Oops. I also moved, which is pretty obvious, and I also started back up again. Yay! And now we are here, finally covering quarter two. Better late than never, right? Then again, I think that's tradition at this point for a 10-second purge video to be later than initially planned. Gotta love ADHD. But hopefully that won't actually be the case for quarter three, because I do have a plan set up to hopefully get that out mid-October. But in the meantime, this video will actually cover quarter two of 2021. So that's April, May, and June, along with a couple releases that came out in quarter one that were actually requested by you. But before we actually get into the video, I do want to mention that apparently 96% of you watching right now are not subscribed to the channel, which is weird on its own, but also makes the robot cry.
Do they not like me?
Oh, man, buddy, don't. Oh. Nice going, guys. You're making the robot cry. I don't know how that's possible, but you made the robot cry. So how about we fix that by clicking that subscribe button and ringing that fucking bell so that we can make him happy again. Because apparently this robot has emotions. I don't know how that's possible. But with that said, let's get straight into it. This is quarter two of the 10-second purge. Red Cain, Kindred Act II. Surprisingly not bad. I wasn't expecting goth by that album cover, but goth I got nonetheless. That slightly terrifies me, but I dig it. Tales We Tell, Songs of Tribulation. I'm usually pretty hard on the metalcore genre, but then again, how can I not be when albums like this, and now this prove that you can do better in metalcore? Juliet Ruined Dark Water EP. The only way I could possibly describe this is if Selena Gomez grew up as a rocker chick, then got mad at the waiter at the bar for bringing cold hot wings, and then started a metalcore band to talk all about it. Avaland, Theater of Sorcery. Give me one quick second though. Oh shit, too much! Malacoda, Crawling Chaos. So should Lacuna Coil file suit or translate?
Ischemic.
Okay. Ischemic, self-titled. The guitar tone on this thing was real weak, I'm gonna be honest. Yes, that is all I took from this because this thing was boring! Sacred Oath, Return of the Dragon. You know, it was pretty consistent with its themes and sounds, yet I could never tell if they were going to go power metal, pop-punkish, metalcore, or something else at any point. God damn it, just take this good score and shove it. Joey Diabolic through Soundwaves Volume 4. Pretty good metal aside, I gotta thank this dude for getting me horror movie trailer cliche bingo on the intro alone. Thank you so much, dude. My prize will be a good cry in the shower. Sea of Snakes, World on Fire. Stoner bar rock, dude. Yo, you got any pretzels? Killing Addiction, Mind of a New God, death metal of the running and shoving over spilt beer variety. So good. Pick it up if you fancy. Seriously, it's good stuff. Hot Breath, Rubbery Lips. Dude, this thing came out like decades too late. That being said, I'd be lying to you if I told you I didn't rock out to this in my kitchen whole drunk on whiskey. So, No Hope for the Lost, The Pilgrimage. Final Fantasy album cover for a metalcore band. Now, answer me this. Is this stupid or is it awesome? The answer, it's stupidly awesome. Dariata Uzulu. This had me dancing in my kitchen like a drunk dude with auditory arrhythmia at 2 in the morning. That's all you need to know. August Burns Red, Guardian Sessions. It's the same thing I say about all ABR records. It's ABR. Now go pick it up, you crazy weirdos. Sail V. This is heavy death metal. Heavy. He's also playing my toast on a beige wall, but it's heavy. Bushido Codes, Ronin. It's a pretty solid thrash metal album. I know I don't always have fun with the genre, but these guys are making it their own, and I gotta respect that. Monarch Future Shock, and we're back to normal thrash metal. Huh. 'Twas nice while it lasted. Pathfinders, Ares Vallis. To me, this sounds like early All That Remains if we were fronted by the emo kid down the road. You know the one I'm talking about, the one who blowed his vocal cords imitating his cat for this record. Cannibal Corpse, Violence Unimagined, over 30 years later, and these guys are still heavier than a supermassive black hole. God, I love this band. Wow, She Sleeps, Sleep Society. You know, I haven't been kind to these guys in the past, but they're kind of growing on me a bit with this album. Devils by Definition, The Bitter Remains of Human Consumption. Man, Canadian Lamb of God is fun. Drift into Black, Patterns of Light, Eggs, Beer, Milk, Bread, Beer, Hot Dogs. Why is my grocery list here? Hold on one second. Okay, let me see here. I got nothing. Mother of All, Age of the Solipsist. Brutal, melodic death metal with some blackened thrown in for shits and giggles. Bottom After Midnight, Paint the Sky with Blood. It's very well composed and produced, but Man, for an EP, you guys really had me staring at the clock going, are we there yet? Goregang, long live the grime. Electromancy, robot black metal. Proof, once again, that robots are not going to be good at metal for another probably 45 years. Eval, Hell Unleashed. It's a good release. Nothing really new by any means, but I cannot imagine a Thrasher not losing their intestines to this album in the pit. Gojira's Fortitude. It's not that different from most other recent Gojira releases, but, Book of Worms, Occult New Age. Pro tip, ensure you have at least 420 grams of weed ready for this one, because it's gonna make listening to this feel like a trip across the rivers of Neptune, man. I'm such an asshole. Reality Grey, Beneath the Crown. Ugh. Guys, I just don't care anymore. It's the same. It's the fucking same as everybody else. Immortal Sin, Force of Habit. Instrumentally, it kinda reminds me of early Demons and Wizards if the guitarist wasn't a squash-loving moron. Sumo Psycho, Initiation. What's good? You clearly established your pop metal identity. Bad thing is you mix that identity on old BlackBerry phone speakers. Dear God, get better production next time. Crawling Manifest, Radical Absolution. Again, another thrash band that's not doing anything terribly different. I don't know though, I feel kind of more drawn to this one though. I can't really explain why. Sour Times, The 11th Hour, all seems normal, and then for some reason Dismay is the only outlier. I had to double check to make sure I didn't switch to Gojira by accident. Trumpet and Emotions, less is more, and yes, this EP does prove it. Resh, All My Dreams Came True. This felt like I was enjoying a Bach concert while some dude on crack runs around the concert hall buck-ass naked, screaming profanity for a solid hour because no one has the heart to tell him stop. Lord of Pagathorn, Age of Curse. Black metal of the purest form. Well, okay, minus the weird shit that Norway was doing back in the 90s. Please don't bring that back. Nuclear Winter's Greystone. I remember with the last album I mentioned that it was good, but it blended together the longer you played it. Same thing happened here, but this time I felt like I could point out a few more specific sections than before. Nahaya's Vital Alchemy knows how to keep that fucking mosh pit moving, but also forgot to write a distinct album. Blazing Right, Endless Halls of Golden Totem. Classic heavy metal with the cheese of classic power metal. How can I not love the hell out of this LARPing little bastard? The Devil Wears Prada, Z2. Good addition to the TDWP catalog. But it ain't no Z1. That shit fucked hard. Atreyu's Baptized. Yes, metalheads, it is possible for an emo record to sound that good. Trust me, when you hit play, you will not burst into flames, I promise you. Just hit play and enjoy the ride. Pop People's Versatile. First of all, White Boy Stop Rapping. Second, the production needs to calm the fuck down. Third, White Boy Stop Rapping. Fourth, this was actually hot garbage. And fifth, White Boy Stop Rapping. Go White Boy, go White Boy, go! Vula Witness. Turns out, yes, it is possible to write a good Pop Evil record in 2021. Real shame that Pop Evil didn't realize that, huh? Bloodhounds, Creatures of the Dark Realm. Benkantos to the Power of 8. Dude, this acapella metal is so odd and so dumb, but it's also fucking awesome at the same time. Where have you been all my life? Ligature Mark, Set Oceans on Fire. A heavy metalcore album for sure, but much like While She Sleeps, it's nothing unheard of. You could probably actually get these guys lost in a sea of buzz cuts and cargo pants, but it's still worth checking out. Machine Head, Arrows and Words from the Sky. I think after Catharsis, these guys have a long way to go before they can find their glory again. But here, they're definitely on the right track, so props to you guys. Tremora's Death Rectangle, Genty, Deathy, Corey, Metal-y. I actually don't know what this was. Pharaoh, The Powers That Be. I wish the mix was a bit better, but aside from that, yeah, this was killer. Fear Factory's Aggression Continuum. Beartooth Below. Beartooth, much like Hatebreed, is a band that can force its way into the deep recesses of my mind and bring out the caveman in me to start breaking everything around me. Helloween self-titled. The cheese is strong with this one. Kilter Sis. Again, these guys continue to amaze me. It's hard to write an instrumental album that keeps the listener engaged.
Even harder if that listener has an issue with getting distracted.
But these guys continually nailed it. Maitreya's Hyperreals. It gents. That's the joke. Tommy Concrete, Hex and Zirkle. I'll admit, this progressive album did progress. At a pace so slow that even Vince Neil on a car wants you to speed up, but progress forward you did. The Absence Confinized. Proof that even if something is dark, scary, and basically death metal, catchy is a word that can be associated with it. Brock. Log Vostok's Opus Ferox, The Great Escape. Welcome back to the show, guys. It has been too fucking long. Oh my god. Yeah, much of the same stuff that I said about the last album applies here, so dig in, you crazies. Pestilence is Exit to VM. I mean, it took them 3 minutes to
get on with it.
But once they did, it was actually what you would expect out of a band called Pestilence. Anything less would be subjected to the plague and then some. I got the folks Vadak back a year later, and the only thing that actually changed is the album cover and the name. Good, that last album was awesome! Withered's Valoran, death metal that should not be this drawn out, production that makes 90s Norwegian black metal sound like overproduced pop music, and mixed by a guy with both ears filled to the brim with crayons. I think it's safe to say this needs some work. Assault Aivam et Illustrata, such an elegant listen front to back. I could say without uncertainty that I would inject this into my brain with needles if I could. Just take the shards on the CD and inject it like this. And now I can just listen to it. Alright, and that concludes quarter 2 of 2021. Shit, I forgot one. White balance. Immortal Guardian, Psychosomatic. Alcohol though. Oh good, I'm still recording. Immortal Guardian, Psychosomatic. Well, it's power metal with a song about COVID lockdown, so I think the joke just kind of wrote itself and I don't have to do a goddamn thing. Cheers. Alright, and that concludes quarter 2, 2021 of the 10-second Purge. A big thanks once again to everybody who submitted an album for review on this episode. And if you want an album that you enjoy or an album of yours to be reviewed in 10 seconds or less, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. But with that said, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and you want to see more like it, be sure to hit that like button. And if you're new here, hit subscribe button, ring that fucking bell, or you'll make the robot cry again. Please don't make him cry again. I don't want to clean up that mess. I still have nightmares about the last time I had to do that. And I'll see you in the mosh pit next time. Have a good night.